EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone, Cruz now loses him about 4 yards. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And running with power here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down. Locke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Gordon on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Locke off of play action. Rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Touchdown, Broncos! his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's Robinson again on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Gordon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And his throw here's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller.
And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. Going right back to Fant. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. To throw it is Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll buy some time right. This pass caught by Hamler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to us way down deep in Denver territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On first down, Locke. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On second and a long way to go. Locke. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They look to throw. It's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They go play action with Lawrence.
He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Past midfield. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure this.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the. Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he's going to get this down near the 20. That one going for.
Been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know that it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Here's a diving catch right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On first down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Locke. This one swung out to Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Sutton wheeling it in on the left side. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Draymond Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Lawrence from his end zone. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was to get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Clock now to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate quite the display. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And he'll he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Lawrence going to throw again. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Touchdown! Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really trail here starting this drive, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So now the Broncos are going to again go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A final shot now for Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.